It is time
to continue. Final Fantasy. Continue. Is this going to pick up my last save? Or yes, good. Here we are again in Sexy Man, the game. This game is pretty much just about a sexy man acting as sexy as he possibly can in a sexy environment.
Activating combat mode.
Perfect, Wolfman. My throat is fucking killing me. And I don't know why. I hate today. I really am not enjoying today. You can make it much better for me by providing me with 250 gift subs each so that I can permanently delete the channel and retire.
All the old trails
It's Brad,
are gone.
but FF. I don't
It'll
think
be
so.
hell finding a way out.
Do you think a retreating
Absolutely
army
not.
and their dominant will fare any
Even
better?
in my greatest hour, I could never compare. Yeah, so we started the game yesterday. We're playing this because Kyrie wants to play it. Kyrie said that she really likes this series and this game, and she suggested I play it. We did the prologue yesterday, which was really good. This game has a really strong prologue. It's not perfect, but it's great. And really, this is the beginning of the game here. The prologue, predominantly, you have a quick moment where you start with Clive, and he is here in this sort of thing, and there's a big war happening, and there's a big Ice Shiva and Titan Eidolon icon that fight each other. And then it jumps back in time, and you see that Clive is sort of like noble born, and you know, his whole family gets wiped out and he loses his status and stuff.
By the flames.
And it has a really strong opening. It's pretty brutal, it's pretty harsh, it's very sort of Game of Thronesy, witchery for a Final Fantasy game, with a little Final Fantasy sheen and gloss, much to Kyrie's chagrin, and style and structure. Yeah, it's fucking cool. And then it jumps back to the future, or back to the modern day, which is where we are now in the current thing. So yeah, even if you didn't see yesterday's stream, this is basically the beginning of the game anyway.
You hear that?
You just missed the opening
Down there.
cutscene. Let's carry on. The motion blur is really annoying.
So,
I turned it off,
Titan
doesn't
has
look
knocked
great.
the
Turned it
fight out
on,
of our Iron Blood
doesn't look any
friends.
better.
Where are the rest of them?
Not really sure what to do about it.
can't
Maybe
be
I
the
could
main
like split
host.
the difference.
Wait. Our
I think
fortunes
it's
have
my
turned,
one
Sergeant.
complaint with it so far.
It's her.
The dominant? Are you certain?
The Crystalline Orthodox is a backwards faith for a backwards people. In the Iron Kingdom, they teach that dominants are unclean aberrations, born of blackest sin. Only their priests are allowed to perform the rites of priming. And I see many. We end this quickly.
Schreiskart! Adioninir Sagarid!
Please.
Jesus Christ.
Jada! Must be Eile! What Alvation Naukin, Alan Scully asked.
Go on, son.
Let this be the end.
Time to fight
Avis!
her. Let me do a real quick little test here. We won't really be able to tell until we're running around again, but where is the motion blur in here? Let me just turn it down to 3 and see if that helps.
Care to kill some iron blood?
Gladly.
It's not so bad in the fighting, but when you're running around, it's a bit.
You
a bit
focus
much.
on the target.
I didn't notice it on my TV.
Understood.
On a smaller screen, it's fuck my life. What the fuck? Why is she fighting us? She's not fighting us. She's wrecking us. Get away from me, bitch.
Not this time.
Skills. I have a different skill, right?
Sergeant!
I don't know how to dodge this.
And move!
Jesus Christ.
That's better. Fucking icons. Icon? She's not even fully primed.
My God. Absolutely ruining my life.
Don't tell me that hurt! Too slow. Too slow.
I will not have their blood on my hands.
Got her. Ain't no match for Clive, stranger. Whoever you are.
Last.
Get deleted. Getting Thanos. Who's this one? Femore. Femore Butts. My friend. Does anyone else call you Femore Butts, or is it just me? Thank you so much for the 62-month resub, my friend. How you doing? Lurking. Alright, here we go. You are the only one. Okay. Don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Is she dead?
I don't think so.
Well? What are you waiting for?
No.
Impossible.
No, that's
Can't be.
not you. Not here.
Can't be.
I'll bloody do it then.
Should have gone for the head. I mean, that is fucking rough. Look at that. Nice shot. Nice little shot.
Fuck.
Fuck.
We've got company, Wyvern. What the hell are you doing?
Is that what the fuck?
Ordohilda Vedra!
Get your ass over here and help me with these bastards!
I'm sorry, Jill.
So sexy, it's unreal. Drink every time Clive does something unbelievably sexy. And now, we fight.
What is wrong with you, Wyvern?
Any of these guys?
Dominant. I know her. Know her.
Look around you! Do you think any of these animals care? I need you here!
I'm literally fine. Is it not crazy that I'm using these like weird spells to them? I guess people can still cast magic, right? 'Cause I still have like a little bit of Phoenix power from the old bloodline, no? Almost killed that guy.
Now that that's done, I won't ask you again, Wyvern. Take her head so we can be done with this.
Can't do that. She's my childhood
I
friend.
can't. I won't.
You would betray the Holy Empire?
Yes.
Betray? I don't recall ever pledging allegiance to your Emperor. My service may have been bought with this brand, but not my loyalty.
Nice line.
I just fight to survive.
Fight.
And you think I don't?
Tiamat? His name's fucking
The Empire
Tiamat?
will have our heads
Who is this
if we
fucking
return
guy?
empty-handed. So if you won't take hers, I'll have to take yours.
I told you,
He
Sergeant.
will try.
I'm not dying here today. And neither is she. Let's
Absolutely
find
fucking
out.
killing it. That motherfucker. Your new empire? But Clive, it was said you would bring balance to the Holy Empire, not leave it in darkness.
Wyvern! Have you forgotten who plucked you from the front lines? Who trained you? Who gave you a name when you had none?
You speak as if we don't bear the same brand, Sergeant.
Yeah, it's weird. You're
I've
also
always
a
had
little
a
slave now. Whatever.
Then I've not forgotten it.
For nothing. No one. And I will not fall by your hand!
I'm afraid. Almost certainly. I also like this little piece of music, the like the basic.
It's over.
Traitor's blade.
Not a stylish end. I went for a couple of stylish endings and then in the end just pressed square, so. Take the level up, thank you. Wire right and a meteorite. Did your best, pal. Tens of them. What's the plan? You can do these. We can fight them. No, he's just gonna... For a very vibrant game as this becomes, it's interesting the beginning of the game is just this muddy nothingness. That's cool looking. Muddy nothingness, he says. Or maybe it's just to enhance that, actually. Just to sort of show off each other. Raiden. Liu Kang. I found you. Is that my son? Best voice in the game.
This way. Bloody wind. Oh. Well, come on then.
Bloody wind. So deep. I don't even know how you get the baritone. Whatever his name is. I can't remember now. That actor.
Fuck. Fuck.
The swearing in this one as well. I know that some Final Fantasy games do have swearing, but my god. Nice. Thank you for the Deus Ex save. Kind of a Deus Ex. I mean, it was a sort of Deus Ex.
Hugo, dear. My proud desert lion. With that you had taken care when chasing the hare. I expected more from the mighty Titan. You put the Ice Queen on her back. No doubt. But you'll have to work harder if you're to claim this prize.
My lady, the thunder.
We'll be hearing more soon enough. You always were a fucking snake, Sid. Gather the men. We have work to do.
The men.
Jill.
Jill.
Is it really you?
He did it again. Cannot allow himself. Yeah. It was quite pretty. Yeah, it's really pretty.
And who's this fine hound I see before me?
A fine hound who saved your life. That's who.
The voice is amazing.
Torgal.
Hey?
His name is Torgal.
You two acquainted? Well then, you won't mind taking him off my hands. Funny. I'd always pictured you as more the chocobo type. Clive Rosfield.
How do you know that name?
Come now.
Hold on. I want to know about Torgal. Torgal, Clive's faithful friend, now fully grown. After the tragic events at Phoenix Gate, Clive believed that Torgal was lost to him forever. However, their paths were to cross again some 13 years later when Torgal's new master Sid came to Clive's rescue in the depths of Nissa Defile. Despite their long years apart, the two knew each other as if not a single day had passed between their separation. Alright, I won't read the other.
Fleet as flame, fierce as a wildfire. That there was the blessing of the Phoenix. I'd heard rumors that you'd survived, but I never paid them much heed. Calm down. I didn't come all this way for your handsome mug. Now her, on the other hand,
Canonically,
she seemed worth muddying my boots for. None the worse for wear. Still, might be best to get a second opinion. Back her up.
No? Oh.
Not another step. I mean it.
Next
Well,
step.
I'm not about to leave her here. Not one with a warm bed waiting. It's all right. You're welcome to join us.
That guy's
You do want
Hodor.
to help her, don't you?
Tell me he's not.
Sid, if we aren't back
Hodor,
soon,
Cody.
Nan'll have our heads.
Hodor.
I'll explain everything once we're back at the hideaway. Come on.
At least we have dog. Dog acquired. And that's a win. choice but to simply go here. The Hideaway. The withered remnants of a once verdant valley long consumed by the blight. One would either have to be extremely foolish or extremely desperate, or an extremely desperate fool to make this wasteland their home. Sounds like Leofric from The Last Kingdom. No, it's not the same actor, but he does. They do have a similar... I think this guy's got an even deeper voice than that, though. I forget what this guy's called. He's quite famous in the UK. He's in quite a lot of stuff.
Not much further now.
But we're in the middle of the Deadlands.
Keen eye,
Probably
you.
recognise his face. He's been in a few
The
movies.
blight sucked this place dry. Meaning no trees, no birds, and no magic. But it also means no neighbours.
Male characters. Yeah, this game has entirely failed the Bechdel test with every female character so far. I don't hold out hope for it to ever pass it. I think you got to let that ship sail immediately. First of all, Japanese. Second
Home
of all,
sweet home.
sexy men. The only thing in here for, you know, I guess straight women is the sexy men. Beyond that, you're going to see no good representation, I don't think. I mean, I suppose there's a couple of strong female characters, but they're not really smashing the Bechdel out, are they? Moogle, I see it.
This place. These are fallen ruins.
Well, we didn't think they'd mind. And it keeps the black from our lungs.
But how do you survive without magic?
How does anyone? Hard work and a bit of nous. You must be starving. We grow them here, believe it or not. Suit yourself.
Benora apples.
You're back.
Ah, Talia.
And this is the Dominant.
Out cold since we found her. I was hoping you might give her a look over.
All right. Goots, get her upstairs.
Catwoman.
None will...
Don't fret about Karen. I've taken care of her fee.
The eyes of a
All
cat.
of it.
She's the best healer this side of the belt. You've nothing to worry about.
Another apple scene.
Go on. Have a look around.
I assume it's
We're
not a
soul.
reference to the Garden of Eden apple. It's probably more like just nature, isn't it? Fresh nature reference. I don't know much about apples. Pressing. It's usually a Garden of Eden reference, but I can't imagine. It doesn't feel like it's the case here because, I mean, that guy's not a bad guy. And he's not trying to. Pressing whatever opens a detailed map of the destination. Right. Okay. Fucking cool looking, isn't it?
Still hungry.
Right,
are
motion
ya?
blur's a little fixed, isn't it? I think I'll keep it at 3. It's not great, but it's a little better. I could try 2. What was it under? It's almost like the sensitivity is a bit too high, which seems really strange to me. I'm so used to having. Not really helping. Chord. English chord. They call him English chord.
The washroom floor's all mended then?
I suppose I'll be needing a new suit.
Cool looking. These sort of ruins are nice. This is very Final Fantasy 13, isn't it? Fallen ruins, ancient civilization. Everyone loves an ancient civilization, an ancient long dead civilization.
Sid once told me, The blight doesn't kill the land, it only makes her forget who she once was. She'll eventually remember her purpose. All she needs is a little reminding.
You reckon they were wiped out by the blight, this ancient civilization? Maybe it'll be something to do with the crystals.
Your brand. Lady Tyre might be able to see to that. You may have been born a slave, but you're a free man now.
Freedom.
Leave me be.
Not until you've had your medicine.
These apples are all foul.
This time he's on the slave side of it. Of what? I need some hand holding today on
You reckon he's a soldier then?
mentally well.
Be surprised if he wasn't. The smell of war is thick about him.
Talking about me.
You'd think he'd have time for a nip with old August before scampering back to his solar, but no.
Lonely, are we, August?
When
Spoony Bard.
struck, his yoke did break, his life his own again. With thunder's roll, he knew his fate and would fight it to the end.
Oh right, yeah, he is. He is the slave.
What
right.
do you think?
Oh, I thought you were done.
I woke this morn inspired.
Spoony Bard is an FF5 reference, and then it kind of recurs in Final Fantasy games.
If you can read, don't let Otto know. We'll put you to work on the ledgers too.
Me telling people I can edit years ago, only to find out it was the worst mistake I've ever made in my life.
Most concerning.
Nice voice.
I'm no man's tool.
FF4. Oh yeah, it's Tello. Yeah, you're right. It is. Of course.
Careful, you. I've spent the whole morning on these steps.
Right, but steps are made for treading on, so unfortunately that's just how it works, bro. Okay? Calm down. Hi, Salmus. Ah, the owl. It's alive.
Just working on a pet project of mine. Though she's not above biting the hand that feeds her. All right. I was hoping we might try and solve the mystery of poor Clive Rossfield. A bearer of the Sambrequois Imperial Army sent behind enemy lines. With orders to wait until it turned into a brawl, then slit the dominant's throat in the chaos.
I didn't know it was her. How could it be?
And so, to save her neck, you slit your sergeants, then set your sights on the hills. Conveniently forgetting how the Empire deals with deserters. Because with that on your chop, my friend, we both know you won't be getting far. You've fallen a long way, Lord Rossfield.
Such a cool voice. It like tickles the insides of your ears, doesn't it, when he speaks? I'm sorry for every time my camera is in the way of Clive's beautiful face.
I'll not have it said that I'm a poor host.
What do you mean to do with her?
Do with her? Why, nothing. Her life is her own now. If I wanted to use her, do you think I'd be talking to you? All I want to do is help. Dominants like her, branded like you. Of course, the realm doesn't approve, which is why we live in a cave. And it's also why we need help. From branded who know one end of a sword from the other. What say you, Clive? Will you join us?
Blood. Isn't it?
Sid, was it? I trust that you'll do right by Jill. But until my brother is avenged, I must walk my own path.
Avenged?
My brother was murdered by a second dominant of fire.
The Phoenix's evil twin. Oh, bugger me. Another rumor proven true.
I only stand here today because of Joshua. 13 years I've waited for this chance. I've slept in filth, drunk from a gutter, killed more men than I can count. You're right. The Empire will not suffer a deserter. This will be my best opportunity. My last.
Which is why you should join us.
I told you I'm not
interested, I know.
I hope Ben Starr gets a lot of work out of this.
One of my scouts sent word there's a group of branded fugitives north of here, in the Imperial village of Lostwing.
He probably
Among
stepped
them
up,
is one he believes to be a dominant of fire.
Mm-hmm.
Is he certain?
What say we go and ask him?
This doesn't mean I'm joining you.
Yes, it does. You son of a bitch, I'm in.
Let's make ready then.
Okay.
You'll find everything you need down in the main hall. As well as a few
The
things you don't.
second dominant of fire. The murderer. You got something else to say to me?
It's downstairs. Try not to get lost.
Oh, that's embarrassing. So embarrassing. Thinks I went the wrong way. This guy's like, what? Clive's an idiot. Oh, good. Clive's an idiot. Hodor.
He's in. Oh no.
Goots, was it? Perhaps you can help.
Goose.
Sid asked me to make ready for our mission.
Be your wingman.
How does one go about that here?
Well, there's old Nan's place. On second thoughts, you maybe want to see Blackthorn first.
Ford Blackthorn.
Blacksmith. To the forge it is then.
Cord Blackthorn, as I live
Wait,
and breathe.
No, hold up. You'll be needing this. Blackthorn won't take no notice of you otherwise. Might not anyway.
Solid northern accent. Some continental rum. Delicious. Surly Smith.
Are you Blackthorn?
That could be me.
What if I
Could be
am?
my Twitch name.
No time for idle
Another
chatter.
life.
I'm not here to talk. I'll be accompanying Sid to Lostwing and I need you to see to my equipment.
You could be accompanying the goddess Krieger to our holy bedchamber for all I care. I'm not lifting a finger for you.
Is that so?
Handing over some, this is me handing over some silver D20s to Cord. A noisome spirit better suited to stripping oil from a painter's canvas than consumption grants overworked conscripts a few rare moments of sweet oblivion on their journey, on their long arduous sea journeys north from the continent.
Do you want that or not? I can take it back.
A pure silver D20.
Damn you, Goots. All right. No need to be hasty. Let's have a look at you.
The Northerner has arrived.
I doubt that lot could stay a Moogle's fart. Bloody Imperials. They'd rather see their bearers dead than kitted out properly. I'll do what I can, as a favor to Goot's mind.
Okay. Crafting of new gear as well as upgrading existing gear can be done at the blacksmith. Iron belt. I'll take it. Okay.
And the belt, Caesar Square. You want anything else, you bring your own materials.
I'll bear that in mind. Thank you.
A word of advice. Don't let Sid decide what's best for you.
Notices. When something has changed in the hideaway, a notice will appear in the upper right hand corner of the screen. In addition to stock updates for Sharon's Toll and new forging recipes for the Black Hammer, there are also notices for new requests, new missives, and any other things.
I suppose I should thank Goots.
I see I'm busy here.
Use
So
the
will it
forge.
be?
What else can you make me? Iron braces. I'll take it.
No scratches, all right?
You can also make a new sword, but I don't know if the wire right. Be right. Reinforce. Iron belt 2. Iron braces 2. Might as well do that.
Not my best work, but it'll do. That it?
It also says I can talk to him. Ask about Blackfire.
Well, I ain't the cook, am I?
Oh, it doesn't say anymore. Though if you've tasted Kenneth's brown, I might as well be.
Look.
Sid needed a smith and I needed a smithy. Call it a marriage of convenience. Doesn't hurt that the forge here is the hottest this side of hell, or that it works without magic. I won't have no bearer suffering for me.
You got anything needs repairing?
Or retooling. You bring it here, along with your own materials. Any scraps left over, I'll keep. What he sounds like.
Off you go then. Don't want to keep Sid waiting.
He's got like a kind of Midlands accent. I can't do it.
Fancy a mug of Kenneth's coldest when we're done?
As tight as shit boulders.
I can't do a Midlands accent. That's terrible. Terrible.
The gift worked.
Robbery side stuff. I
You
did a
have my
little bit
thanks.
of it, yeah. I'll probably try and do some again.
Come on.
Like
Nearly
hunts
there.
and stuff in this, right? I probably will do it in this. Depending on whether the views significantly drop and I'm forced to spam towards the end or not. Which is always the way with these games. Eventually everyone leaves and stops watching and I'm like, well, can't play that anymore. Guess I just have to fucking turn it off. And everyone else who's
blankets,
committed
quick as you
hours
like.
and hours to it just gets to fucking get blue balls by me. Feels really good every time. What are you gonna do? Worst job ever. I'm telling you. Don't believe me.
All right. We make him comfortable while the bed's made up. Well, you just gonna stand there? Someone fetch some water.
I'll get the bucket. You go and see if Otto needs out, eh?
See, Oliver?
Wait,
Out!
me?
That's Oliver. Dude. See if... Have you ever heard that in anything? I've never even heard it in a movie.
The hell have I got myself into?
Go and see if he needs out. That's crazy. I didn't even know that existed until I spoke, like, met Emma.
Who are they?
Huh? They're freed Imperial bearers. Who the hell are you?
A freed Imperial bearer.
Shit, at this rate, you won't make it through the night. Think you can find your way up them stairs to the infirmary? We need Tyre. Well, go on. Shift your ass.
Guys from London. Oh, go on. Shift your
Tyre
ass.
looking after Jill.
Oh.
Your friend needs her rest. There'll be time for tearful reunions once she's recovered.
I'm not here for Jill. You're wanted downstairs. There are injured bearers in need of attention.
Well, why didn't you say so?
I did say so.
Clive's so fucking grumbly and emo. Kind of the straight man, isn't he? So far. Actually, Sid was more of a straight man, even. Clive does not make me feel straight at all.
He's going to be all right.
She does.
But I'll need to
This
examine
is
them both
Irish
in the
coded.
infirmary.
Light green eyes, red hair.
My work's just begun.
Jennifer Aniston in the mid-90s haircut. I'm all over the place. I don't know who to fall in love with.
Another fine day at the Hideaway.
To many of the bearers who
Spoiled for
come
choice
here
in this
arrive
game,
this
to be
state.
honest.
It's no easy thing, casting off your chains. By the time most pluck up the courage, they're already too far gone. These two here are the lucky ones. The name's Otto. You need anything, you ask me.
Well, Otto, I do need some supplies.
Do you now? Then Lady Karen over there will be more than happy to help.
The fucking paid a toll to the boatman, Karen.
Oh.
From the hit
And
video
thanks.
game Hades.
Be seeing you.
Not likely.
And nothing else.
I won't be staying.
Yeah, you will.
Is that right? Well, for as long as you are here,
You're one of the merry men now.
consider yourself welcome. You helped us today, and we won't forget it.
Side quests. I'm in. I'll do it. Keep an eye out for the green icon above the heads of certain NPCs. These indicate they have a quest to offer. A list of current and completed quests can be viewed on the journal in the main menu. After accepting a quest, quest objectives will appear in the to-do list located on the right side of the screen. Objectives for the main scenario and up to 3 side quests can be displayed simultaneously. Any quest can be prioritized on the journal tab. There are new hideaway facilities, an ever-growing compendium of things, and the orchestration in the factory.
Who are these people?
Alright, hang on, let me see what these side quests are. Now, I know that normally I would never do side quests, but this game, the side quests are really not like
their masters in the Imperial capital.
a huge deal, if my memory is correct. They were pretty simplistic. Like this, I think this guy literally had to collect wood. I feel like I remember this.
Damn it. We'll be needing more wood. But if I step away to fetch any, this lot will be down around our ears.
Got my hairline.
Ah, you there.
Limmy.
Perfect timing. I couldn't persuade you to fetch me some timber, could I?
I'd be happy to.
Oh, thank you. You'll be helping me and the hideaway both. Takes a lot of work to keep this place standing. More than we can manage, if I'm honest.
It certainly looks like you've got your hands full.
Ah, you can say that again. The Fallen knew their craft, make no mistake, but not even their handiwork lasts forever.
When did they even
That's
do
why
the
the
voice work
walls
for this
need
game? It
shoring
must have
up.
been in the middle of.
Can't have the vegetable patch crushed
COVID.
before our
Actually, I guess
first
they could have done
harvest
it
now,
after
can we?
COVID. This and
No, I
Baldur's
suppose
Gate.
not.
It's crazy to the voice.
All right,
work
where
was
can
so
I find
strong.
this wood?
Ask over at the White
Maybe they
Ads.
were the first.
They'll
games
point you in the
after
right
that.
direction. Thanks again. I really appreciate the help.
So Final Fantasy 14. They made it exactly the same, didn't they? Hey, bro.
Most of the world would leave.
Excuse me. The man working over by the garden sent me to fetch some wood.
So close.
that'll
Could
be
have
Geoffrey, master
taken
carpenter.
2 minutes to do
Luck would
himself.
have it, we've just finished cutting
Would have
the
had it
timber he's
done.
after. You take as much as you need from the stack.
If he just hadn't spoken
Thank
to
you.
me and walked over himself, it'd be done.
No, not at
quicker.
all. We appreciate the assistance.
Wild RP, log cutting,
Here we are. I'd better get this to
side quest.
Jeffrey, was it?
See, these are the side quests.
Oh, you're back. Hope fetching that wood wasn't too much trouble.
Easy XP, baby. They're in my pocket.
Will this be enough?
This will do nicely, thank you. With a bit of luck, the walls won't be falling in on us just yet.
That sounds ominous.
Oh, it's not as bad as all that.
Video games.
And
you
it's
know.
a damn sight better than the alternative. We're safe, we're warm, and we're hidden. What more could we ask for?
Pretty crazy though
Now
when you
stop
look at this
fretting
game.
and
Think
take
about
this.
Pitfall.
You've earned it. welcome to the fold.
In our lifetime.
There's no need to...
That's
What
not a
game was
matter of
released
need,
in
my friend.
1986?
You're one of us now.
Games released in 1986. The Order, 1886. Oh, I wrote 1886. Jesus. Games released in 1986. Oh, Metroid. Metroid came out. The full game is an hour long. We could watch it. Look. Think about the game we're playing right now. How fucking beautiful that iconic fight was yesterday. This came out the year I was born. How insane is that, man? Think about the voice acting we got. Think about The Last of Us 2. Think about Baldur's Gate. Insane, dude. This looks like fucking shit, doesn't it? Who the fuck played that, dude? You know what would happen if it was 1986? If I picked that up, I would have been like, dude, this isn't Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. This is shit compared. That's what I would have said in 1986. That's what I would have said, those exact words. This isn't Final Fantasy VII Rebirth on the PS5. This is shit compared to Final Fantasy VII Rebirth on the PS5. Turn the motion blur off on Metroid.
Do you think we should go and help? It sounds like Otto has
Don't
everything.
think I haven't noticed it.
Nice voice.
Ah, a new face. And, dare I hope, a willing pair of hands.
The guy from Baldur's Gate.
The fat
all the girls are
chocobo
in
is
love
a
with.
demanding mistress, and we are too few to keep her on her feet. Might I persuade you to deliver a meal or two to souls in need of sustenance? For your trouble, I can offer you the contents of my strongbox and my enduring gratitude.
Mystery box or $10. Mystery box or $10. I'll take the mystery box.
Why not?
Marvelous. And
I played
who
Metroid when it
exactly
came
do
out.
I
It was
have the honor
fantastic.
of
Damn.
addressing?
How old are you? Dang.
Clive.
Dang.
Delighted to make your acquaintance, Clive. I'm Kenneth, and mine are the weary shoulders upon which
Dang.
the weight of this fine establishment rests. Now, I have 3 hungry customers awaiting their victuals. Take these if you would, and be careful, they're hot.
Damn.
Same time, like I said, and me, you know, I'm 56 years old.
Damn! I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Because it was a
Sorry,
thought.
it's-
No, seriously. It was
Dude,
a
I don't
thought.
care.
It was
I'm
a
not-
thought, and I blurted it out.
I'm
I did not
fine.
mean it that
I'm not-
way.
Me in theory.
Okay, but
Right
just
now.
understand I didn't mean it the way it came
Let's
out.
Me in theory right now.
We'll take a poll on how you meant it with
I'm-
people here later after the show's over, but...
I can sit up here and honestly say, buddy, that was from a place of love.
Got it.
Like,
Oh,
damn.
that was from...
Like, damn.
You didn't... If we could play it back right now...
Play it back.
These are 2 different dams.
Play it back in slow motion.
There
Yeah.
wasn't no...
I said,
There was no like, wow, that's
said,
amazing.
damn.
No, you said the word damn. Do you want me to tell you how you said it?
I know how I said it, Don.
Do you want me to say it back to you how I think you said it?
Go ahead.
Damn.
Not true.
Fam.
Not true.
Fam.
I said,
Kevin.
I said, damn it.
Each time you said it, now it's gotten quieter and quieter. I could barely hear you that last time when you said it.
Well, that means that you can barely hear the truth.
Me and theory, like, oh, I played Metroid when it came out in 1986. Dang! Made me feel better though. I feel so good when I speak to people that are older than me now because I am literally going insane with the fact that I've wasted my entire life and it feels horrible because I am past it. Hey, would you like a bowl of stew from the
Your food.
Rhodes Parlour House? Mayor.
I was hoping it might be. Oh, well, doesn't this look fine? Thank you, lad.
Thank you.
Fire.
You're new, aren't you? Kenneth's running you ragged already, I expect.
Oh, he's from
old
Newcastle, man. Why, aye?
Well, he did say he'd give me something for my trouble.
And so he should. We're not slaves anymore. Well met, lad. And keep up the good work.
A bit of Newcastle.
When he's not out
Some
chasing rumors, sits up there in that hole of
Lancashire hot pot. You gotta get as much spit into your mouth as
Lay
you
off
can when you
the
say
man.
Lancashire. Lancashire.
Yeah.
Big nose.
Oh, my thanks. I hope you do not think me lazy for waiting to be served like a lord. Only my former master did not use me kindly, you see. He left me half lame, truth be told.
Me talking about Emma.
But Sid took me in nonetheless. Well, the Hideaway is the home I never knew, and a mighty fine one at that.
Now what's this?
You think he'd have time for a nip with old August?
Oh, I can change the music. Music played in the background. We've got 2 songs. This plays every time we come to the Hideaway. This is just going to make me depressed if I have to hear this every time I come here. It's relaxing, but I feel sort of sad in my heart. That's it. That's all we got. 2 songs. I'll let you can find them. Purchased from a vendor. Acquired. Treasure, treasure, treasure. Yeah, I can't be listening to that. It's going to give me...
The Ironblood were quick to sound the retreat once Titan turned up.
Far a lot of good that
It would be like, is Clive on the menu? That is the song of characters they review their life.
wow.
Yeah, koala sitting eating
So
a
much more to farming.
koala sitting eating a koala sitting eating an apple reflects on his life. Me every night. Watching The Masked Singer. Anyway, yeah, that is the exact song. You're correct.
Just seeds and soil.
That big book.
Your food.
Just a moment. I need to finish this. I won't be a burden.
Yep.
I'm of no use to anyone as I am, but
Okay,
maybe if I can master this.
That's so Japanese.
All right, but see that you eat it before it gets cold.
So Japanese, this conversation.
Thank you.
Now
the
imagine
last
that
one,
whole
then.
conversation in a Japanese
I'd better
accent.
let Kenneth know.
You know? It was a Japanese conversation.
All done, I presume? Splendid.
They were bearers.
Astarion, darling.
All 3 of them. Not slaves waiting upon their master's pleasure, but men waiting to be fed like
So
equals.
Japanese VO.
Indeed.
I don't know,
Equality
I
is the
assume so.
very cornerstone upon which our little community is founded.
I bet there's
Beyond
definitely
these
an Italian
walls,
one.
we are scorned as slaves. Speaking only when spoken to, eating only what scraps our masters deign to give us. The first hot meal here is the first many will have known. In the Hideaway, we are free. Truly free to speak as we please, when we please, and to eat what and when we desire. More than reason enough to trust in Sid's vision, wouldn't you say? Now, I promised you something for your trouble, did I not? The contents of my strongbox are yours to do with as you will. Thank you, Clive. Do come and visit me again, won't you?
Oh, we needed that to upgrade something. Maybe I can get another upgrade before we move on. Countless treasure coffers lie across the realm, just waiting to be plundered. If you find one, don't hesitate to kick it open with X and reap the bounty. Go on, no one's looking. He literally kicked it. Badge of metal. Good point, actually. I feel like I've got stuff I can... Here. I have that. Can I sell these? What do we have? Badge of metal. Increased defense by 10. Yeah, and then these are all the like basically. Can I just sell these? I refuse to play the game with those. And I know that it kind of goes against my entire ethos of gaming.
Next time you're in, first round's on the ass.
Has everything under control.
Alright.
As always.
I spoke to him right. I don't know if they have multiple dialogues, they probably do. Wizened man.
Yours is not a familiar face. Are you new to the hideaway, perchance?
You could say that.
Thanks, Stephen.
Well then, allow me to welcome you. I am Harpocrates II Hyperboreus.
That's,
Wax Stephen and DM.
Quite a mouthful, I know. Which is why everyone here has taken to calling me simply Tomes, on account of the company I keep. And what varied company. I'm a collector, you see.
Tomes is not
of bijou and baubles, but of stories. The history and culture of these isles have ever been a source of endless fascination to me. But alas, my days of wandering the realm in search of new tales are far behind me. And so I've taken to sharing that which I've gathered with all who might listen. Perhaps you would care to listen.
Having to play it through OBS.
I don't believe you've read this particular chapter before.
The 1,000 Tomes is a comprehensive compendium of Valesthian lore, covering everything from basic terms to important persons, geography and history. Ah, screen turned off again. I'm getting angry. I think I need like a window open on this screen, or it doesn't think it's alive. What's happened is this one has crashed. Somehow it's still capturing the game, but the capture software has crashed, so let's see whether this works or not.
I have compiled some new entries, if you would like to see them.
Amateur analyst.
If you have a question for me, I should be happy to answer it.
My God. This is where we go to find the stuff that we missed. Icons. Magical beings of godlike strength who dwell within human hosts, known as dominants, only emerging when the dominant primes. History records 8 icons in total, each with a unique elemental affinity. It is commonly held that 2 icons of the same element cannot coexist, but as none have ever witnessed all of these rare creatures together, the conjecture is yet to be proved. Bearer. A person with the power to cast magics without a crystal. In Valesthea, men and women who awaken as bearers are enslaved. They're marked with a brand upon their cheek and used as tools. A cheaper alternative to scarce and precious shards. This system of slavery has persisted for centuries and has become so ingrained in Valesthian life that few take pity on the bearer's plight, seeing him as less than human. The Battle of Nissa was a short yet bloody clash between the Iron Republic and the Republic of Dhalmekia. The Dhalmekians, hoping to force an end to their long-running conflict with the Iron Blood, had convened a council at Zinitra stronghold and entreated their Waluda allies to aid them in their cause. However, talks soon broke down and the Dhalmekians were left with no choice but to rely once more on the power of the mighty Titan, to whom they already owed a considerable debt. Thus, the stage set for a showdown between Titan and Shiva, the Ironblood's own icon, in which losses on both sides were too many to count. Deadlands we read about, the barren wasteland where the Blight went through. Sid's hideaway is a refuge hidden in the blighted lands of Storm, from which Sid operates secretly. While survival on the Deadlands is widely considered impossible, a combination of near indestructible fallen ruins and considerable ingenuity have led to the establishment of a safe haven where those who rally to their leaders' cause are only... So they hide in the fucking wasteland. Persons of interest. Oh my god, look at this. This is crazy. Sidolphus Telemon. Cornered by a battalion of Iron Kingdom Crusaders in the depths of the Nissa Defile, Clive thought his end was nigh, until Sid appeared and spirited him and Jill away to the secret hideout in the Deadlands. Jill. Dominant of Shiva and Clive's childhood friend. In the depths of Nissa Defile, the two came to blows at the orders of the armies that enslaved them. Jill fighting to defend the priests of the Iron Kingdom, Clive obeying the Empire's orders to take the head of the Shiva's dominant. Exhausted from her tilt with Titan, Jill came close to falling to her assassin's blades, but was spared at the last moment when Clive's memories of their time together came flooding back. Born as a princess of the Northern Territories, Jill was made a ward of Rosario after her homeland's incessant raids were quelled by the Duchy. She was raised in Rosalith Castle alongside Clive and Joshua, who came to love her as a sister. When she waved the brothers farewell on the day they departed for Phoenix Gate, little did she know the misfortune that awaited them and her. So she is a princess of the Northern Territories. Why didn't she go back there? She wasn't given back. Ambrosia, Clive's personal steed. Saved him. Benedicta Harmon, commander of the Kingdom of Waloed's elite intelligencers, who sits by her liege's side at the highest tables of state. Most recently in the negotiations with the Dalmex and the Zenitra stronghold, but Barnabas is not the only one with whom she shares a special bond. Benedicta also has eyes and ambitions for Hugo Kupka. Hugo Kupka. I assume the pixel is just a nod to the early games for sure. It looks like Final Fantasy VI style, doesn't it? Kupka's awakening as the dominant of the Icon of Titan thrust him to the forefront of Dalmekian politics, winning him influence over the Republic's armies and its policy making, as well as a personal fortune. He has little love for his country, taking advantage of his position to benefit himself and himself alone. His love for Benedicta Harmon, however, is absolute, and he would gladly betray his every ally just to be with her. That's going to come up. Royal Knight Lord Commander. Lord Commander of the Kingdom of Waloed's armies, he accompanied his liege to Fort Zenitra on the covenant provision reinforcements. The King of Waloed, the aloof and unshakable Barnabas, the guy from fucking Baldur's Gate 3, who looks like a Final Fantasy character in Baldur's Gate 3. There he is, same character. Barnabas Tharmer, first of his name. Few can meet his steely gaze without flinching. Otto. Chief Steward of Sid's hideaway, who manages the day-to-day running of their operation in his friend's stead. Sid often being taken far away by his bearer liberating activities. Even when Sid is at home, he prefers to leave such busy work to Otto. Taya, resident Physica of Sid's hideaway. Taya is an expert in all manner of medicines and medical intervention skills that are indispensable in their deadland home, where they cannot call on healing magics. After Sid brings an unconscious Jill back to the hideaway from his expedition to the Nisrath, she placed in Taya's care. Goots, one of Sid's trusted allies, a gentle giant who has a warm word for everyone. It's Oliver Fist. Blackthorn is secretive. And then what does it say on Clive now? I read this one and this one. A slave soldier. An imperial bearer turned deserter after refusing to slay the dominant Shiza, choosing to display his own sergeant. As a force of crusaders, I mean, we know that because we watched them. Is there anything else on Joshua? Losing control of his icon and setting the castle alight from the flames rose a second icon of fire whose murderous rampage led both to the castle and the Phoenix Light. Mysteries of the realm. The Mother Crystals. Enormous glassy mountains. Fucking bastards. 5 of which tower over the lands of Valisthea. They are the source of all the crystals that people of the twins rely on in their everyday lives. Not only that, but the lands surrounding them are rich with ether, making the magics and crystals cast even more potent. I can't read today. For these reasons, great nations have sprung up around each mother crystal and have long warred with each other for possession of their blessings. I took that a different way when I was writing Kira. One of the weird things, so there are warring nations, but I thought, wouldn't it be interesting if, because you were born under such a blessing, it actually made you less possessive? You know? Because your life is better, so you're less jealous, you're less envious, and you're less possessive. So actually there's a lot less war in the world of Cura because of it. I thought that would be an interesting take on that. Because I've also done the Cycles of War. That was like Dustvow. And like the Kryn saga had a lot of that. Inevitably, we return to a cycle of war. Can't help ourselves, and power, you know, leads to people wanting more power and stuff. So I actually approached that a little bit differently. We touched on it in the last episode when they were kind of asking me about some of the places. Now, there is a couple of nations like that, and because of that, there are a couple of nations that try and keep the more militantly evil conquesting nations at bay. So there are warring areas, but I kind of went with that general approach when I was writing Cura, because I just thought it might be interesting. It's a different take and a different approach, and I've sort of done Cycles of War, and I thought it might be interesting to see a world like that. I don't know. Do you have a chord moment? No, I did last year when I was writing Cura. I started playing this, and I was like, oh fuck, man. I can't believe it. There are these giant fucking things that people rely on for their day-to-day lives. That are these big magical fucking, you know, stationary things in the world. And then there's this blight which is moving across the world, destroying everything. I was like, you fucking kidding me? Like, one of them alone would have been annoying. Couldn't believe it. Crystal. One of the most valuable materials known to mankind, thanks to its ability to channel ambient ether from the air, allowing those with innate power to do so to cast magics. And as most Valicines cannot live without magic, its supply and distribution is heavily regulated by governments across the Twins. A given shard can only channel a certain amount of ether before it shatters, so the need for new crystals is incessant. Yeah, that would change everything. There's a finite resource available, which of course we have in the real world, but it's a fun take on it, you know. The shot of the glassy mountain behind the castle was dope. Yeah, there's some fucking unbelievably beautiful landscape shots in this that they made. Crystal rations. Shards of crystal small enough to be held in the hand, which allow those who are not born bearers to cast magics. The nations of the Twins. Tell me if this is boring, by the way. I haven't read all of this, so I was curious about it. I've forgotten quite a lot about this game in the 8 months since I put it down without picking it back up again. The nations of the Twins see such shards mined from the mother crystals and distributed to the populace, so that every man and woman of good character, bearers, criminals, and other undesirables not included, might enjoy the gift of magic. It is common for people to keep them about their persons in a protective case. Municipal shards are large shards of crystal that are entrusted to towns and cities across Valisyria in order to serve the populace, where those shards rationed out to individuals might suffice to fill a cup or light an oven. The municipal shards fill wells, forge fires, and light the streets. The Twins. Ether, the life force of the land and the source of all magic. The amount of ether a spell consumes depends on its strength, with those manifesting more potent forces over a wider area coming at greater costs. Larger crystals can channel more ether than the smaller ones, and thus can be used to cast more powerful magics. One might use a small ration shard to grill a fish, but would require a large municipal crystal to fire a blacksmith's forge. Yeah, I like it. I like this sort of approach. The take on magic in this is quite fun, I think. And the fact it's another little nod to this game. Feels like it's sort of trying to focus on power and duty, and then, like, you know, servitude, indentured servitude, freedom, you know, self-will. Clive sort of has nothing left to live for, but he's sort of on a vengeful thing, so there's like freedom of will in there as well. It's quite nice the way that they've eked that into the elements of the game, like having this big natural resource be broken down and broken down and broken down at different levels and rationed out and given only to those in certain positions, and the people who interact with them, they are like, well, we're going to enslave a lot of them and then use them in the same way as we're chipping away at this fucking, you know, mother crystal. I think it's a nice little take on that approach to magic in the world, and then how that reflects on the story that I think they're trying to tell, you know. It helps me remember too. Yeah, I don't remember all of these little details and stuff. I don't know if I really considered it. When I played this, I was very tired the whole time. I remember just sort of like smacking stuff with my sword and then watching it and being very like, oh, it's so pretty, and then falling asleep. Yeah, it's very much like the Spellkin from Spellwind, though, isn't it? If Cord did play this, I think that he'd probably find the same thing, same sort of feeling. Cord doesn't realise that he also loves Final Fantasy games and wants to play them through his D&D games, which is exactly all I ever want to do. Like, some people are like, Brad only does D&D, and it's like, yeah, dude, that's why I started doing it. I don't actually like D&D or want to play D&D. I want to create my own Final Fantasy games and play them with my friends. And just, that's it. That's the only way I can facilitate that, is by using a tabletop role-playing game as a structure. You know what I mean? Which is why it's so funny when people are like,
actually, you can only move 7 feet because you can only double your movement.
And I'm like, I actually don't care. I want to tell you about the mother crystals. I just want to tell you about the mother. I don't care. Move. I don't care where you move to. It means nothing to me whether you get that close to the Yeti or not. Just pick a spot, move there, so I can tell you about the mother crystals. That's me at my core, you know, like all those years ago when I picked up D&D, I was like, oh, I can use this as a tool as part of my storytelling. But people don't, you know, people just can't understand that. It's impossible to understand. Magic! I'm hemorrhaging viewers because I'm reading words on a screen and not smacking stuff with a sword. The art of channeling ether to make one's imagination manifest. This can take the aspect of one of the 8... Oh, that's interesting, though. It's an interesting way of writing that. The art of channeling ether to make one's imagination manifest. So I thought they just did specific things, but you're actually kind of casting a spell by focusing it through your imagination, which is kind of fun. This can take the aspect of one of the 8 elements. Okay, so it is elemental. Fire, water, wind, earth, ice, thunder, light, dark, tap water. Or more rarely be unaspected. Okay, there you go. So it is somewhat. It can be unlimited. While bearers and dominants can cast spells at will, others require a crystal to do so. Magic is part of everyday life for people of Valencia, making it all but unlivable when they're deprived of its gift. Yeah, I don't believe that to be true, though. That feels like propaganda, doesn't it? The First Shield. The title granted to the mightiest and most stalwart shield of the Rosarian army, Lux. The First Shield is entrusted with the personal protection of the dominant of the Phoenix and is gifted a portion of the Archon's power over flame, a boon known as the Blessing of the Phoenix. Oh, that's why he can use it. The Blessing of the Phoenix, the boon Joshua bestowed upon his brother upon Clive's ordination as the First Shield. Can't read. Allowing him to wield fire-aspected magic without a crystal. It has long been custom in Rosaria for the dominant of Phoenix to share a part of their power in this way, performing this rite of rejuvenation upon those they appoint as their protectors. They might serve them better. Okay. Wait, where are we? Priming. The act of dominant transforming their living flesh into that of their icon. Dominants most often prime during times of war, using the immense strength of their icons to turn the tides of battle. Though it is usually done deliberately, the dominant remaining in control of the icon when it's primed. On occasion, a dominant will lose control of their powers and see their icon run riot. Branded soldiers are forced to fight, blah, blah, blah. We know that. We picked that up, didn't we? The brand, the mark applied to the... Does it actually do anything? The mark applied to the cheeks of bearers across Valsyria identify them something other than human. Newborn babes are checked at birth. Those who are found to be bearers being branded and taken into the custody of the state. Does it stretch, though, if you're giving it as a baby? Bearer found to be bearers branded taken into custody of the state. Rarely bearers evade this test, either because their parents try and hide them, or the testers lack energies, or their powers do not awaken until later, yet most remain not ready for long. Varsha. The Fallen, an ancient yet highly advanced civilization. I do love an ancient, highly advanced civilization that have fallen to ruin and are gone. What killed them, you know? What did them in? They were so advanced. Is it coming back? What was it? It's always a fun thought puzzle for your brain while you're thinking through things. The material from which these relics are constructed is far sturdier than steel and cannot be worked by modern methods, so the people of the modern day have elected to build inside and around them instead. Yeah, I did that again. Hi, Keeper. The birthday tags. Happy birthday, Keeper. Keeper is 47 today. The Rosarian National Anthem, written for the occasion of the new nation's new foundling. Yeah. Beastmen. Somewhat derogatory nomen given the collective group of demi-humanoid beings. It includes goblins, orcs, minotaurs, and other things. Beastmen tend to differ from most wild creatures in demonstrating a distinct intelligence, possessing the capacity for spoken and sometimes even written language, as well as complex tool building, and some have developed unique. It's you in the chat room, people in the chat. Wonder what a bard is. Traveling minstrel. Meteor. The burning red star that sits beneath the moon. Oh yeah, look at that. That's effort. It's not effort, but like it's a weird thing to think about, isn't it? You normally just give the world that you're creating a sun and a moon. Maybe you'll give it 2 suns if you're George Lucas, but you know. Folklore ascribes to Meteor the role of a message bearer to the moon, so it is common custom across Valisthea to wish upon the star that one's heartfelt desires might be conveyed to the heavens and beyond. That's a nice little touch, isn't it? Orchestration is music. The Journal of Moss. Moss the Chronicler, a scholar of Valisthean history noted only for his singular insight but for lyricism in his writing. And we're back. Okay, the bestiary. Curious about some of these. The second icon of fire. A fire aspected icon that first emerged in the year 860 when Imperial forces attacked Rosarian strong at Phoenix Gate. Clad in infernal flame, the fiendish creature flung itself against the Phoenix, overpowering the icon with strength and ferocity never seen before or since. The Phoenix. The Warden of Fire. Last seen on the night of the Imperial invasion of Phoenix Gate, when Joshua Rossford, the first Phoenix, awakened among the moats of fire. I need a vocals on my throat, really sore today. The Phoenix first... The Phoenix first awakened among the moats of fire, an ancient tribe who dwelled in the western reaches of Storm, and the careful preservation of his bloodlines among Rosarian nobility ensured that its dominant would always be in the ducal line. Yeah, okay, so more inbreeding. Shiva is the Warden of Ice, whom Jill Warwick is the current dominant. With her glacial aspect and ability to conjure boreal boulders from the ether, Shiva's appearance on the battlefield makes her enemy's blood run cold. Titan, the Warden of Earth, of Hume Hugo Kupka is the current dominant. He takes the form of a stone-skinned giant whose granite fists shape the earth with even mighty pummel. The Titan's dominant awakens among the people of Dalmatian deserts, the recipient of his strength being granted power and status by the Republic in return for commitment to protect the nation in times of war. Alright. Oh my god, there's so many. We don't really need to know these. Is Sir Wade dead? The loyal shield of Rosaria, chosen by the Lord Commander Rodney Murdoch to accompany Clive. Though he did all he could to return the favour, he still owed Joshua. Wade was to meet the same fate as the Prince. Tyler. He did everything in his power to assist. He was swallowed by the flames of the rampaging fiends. Oh yeah, it was fucking horrific, wasn't it? Right, I'm gonna stop. I'm trying to stop reading. Valisthea, a realm comprising of the twin continents of Storm and Ash, over which the Mother Crystals stand. That's such a simplistic name for a whole continent, isn't it? Why is it called Storm and Ash? I can't place that. That's a Kyrie question. Over which the Mother Crystals stand timeless vigil. At the foot of each, great cities have risen up over the eons, and around them powerful nations. Though the land has been blessed with the light of magic since the time immemorial, in recent years a creeping blackness has begun to gnaw at its borders, the blight. Storm, the westerly of Valisthea's 2 great continents, with its frozen north reaches, its temperate marshy midlands, and the searing heat of the south. It boasts a breadth of climes and cultures not known anywhere else. I feel like these are worth reading through, and I will. Maybe not today. I'll read about each of the lands, because I think that's probably the type of thing that's gonna be worth knowing.
Did you learn everything you needed?
No, but I'm concerned that everyone's going to click out of the stream if I keep reading.
New dung had so many uses.
Sometimes I think streaming was a mistake. He looks like Infreet. A good take on Infreet and Shiva. Alright.
I need supplies for my journey to Lost Wing.
Heterochromia? Is that what that's called? Two eyes?
What's that? Does the newcomer think it proper to make demands of a poor old matron before even introducing himself?
Oliver's mum.
It's Clive.
Well, Clive, I hear that dog is yours. Since he followed Sid home one night, I've seen to it that his chin's rubbed and his belly fed. Though I suppose that's your job now. Unless you lose him again.
I won't. Not again. Thank you for watching him.
So, were you gonna buy something? What? You didn't think I'd shower your lordship with my hard-won wares while you swagger about with a pocket full of gil?
So
Life
northern.
doesn't work that way, lad. Now, let's see some coin.
Why she's got two different coloured eyes. Both consumable items and gear can be purchased at shops, but we get it. We play video games. This is an upgrade. I'll take it.
You'll not find a better price than that.
That is not an upgrade. I have plenty of those. I can sell this.
I reckon I can find a buyer.
I can sell this.
I'll be thankful you got that
Sell
much.
this.
You got out else?
Out. Makes a stunning return. I can't sell those other, the reviewer items,
Why, you've barely a guilty a name.
journalism items. There he is. My son.
You're taking his side now. And after all I've done for you. All right. All right, I can make an exception. But just this once, mind. My stores are getting cluttered and I need to make room for the next shipment.
So, Yorkshire.
Thank you.
Thank me? Thank your dog.
Anyone from Yorkshire in the chat? Talk will have an entry in the whatever. We did this. Retrieve fat stacks. Uh-oh. The Arit Stone. Arit! This customizable virtual battlescape provides Clive a safe location to test out new abilities and train against all manner of enemies. Additional options will become available as Clive progresses through the story. Well, I don't need this. No. I don't need training. I am fucking incredible at video games. No! Do I have to do it? I guess so. Fine. But only because if I don't kill something, everyone in the chat room is going to leave. The Hall of Virtue is a fully customized battlescape on VR training. Virtual Virtual mucker.
It's over.
Just go forever. How do I leave?
You all done?
Magical hollow deck.
Leaving already, are you?
Fucking hell, dude.
It's you I'll miss the most, Lady Karen. It always is.
Don't stop you going, does it?
This should be fun.
Right.
Torgal. Karen. One of Sid's most trusted allies, a merchant who calls the hideaway her home with a little help from a hardworking yet suffering apprentice. Goods, she can source whatever supplies the residents of the hideaway need, provided they are willing to pay. She wears a glass eye in her right socket. Okay, it's a glass eye. Thank you, York. Use the world map to instantly travel to previously unlocked locations. Okay. What's up here, though? Thank for Greenwood. Touch the dog. 0 out of 10 again.
There's a good girl. Hungry, are you?
Is this just going to open the world map anyway? Yeah. Make for the Great Wood. I don't think I can go anywhere else, so... So deep and vast is the Great Wood, it serves as a defensive barrier between Crystal Bell and the Holy Empire, while its denizens deter foolhardy travelers from exploring the forest's everlasting night. Cool. Mistlight Woods.
Up to Great Wood.
Bastard blood flies everywhere.
Blood flies. Oh, it's in his mouth.
I told you we should have taken the Crystal Road.
And I told you that we're outlaws. Well, you want every bounty hunter in Storm harrying us from here to the Holy Capital? Besides, what's wrong with a shortcut through nature's splendor?
The Deadlands claim more of the realm each day. That a place like this still exists is a miracle in itself. Bloodflies and all.
We'll be back in Imperial land soon. You all right?
Never better.
Sounds like it.
Pooch!
That there is a fine hound. Soon took to hunting. Fearless as you like.
It's good to have you back, Torgal.
Now, we don't want to be caught in the forest after nightfall.
I suppose not.
Fanning Embers. Torgal has joined the party and will fight alongside Clive. Use this button to toggle between item shortcuts and pet commands. The following three commands are available. Sick, heal, ravage. Timely assistance removes the need for giving Torgal commands.
Did I mention there'd be deadly beast?
Putting that on. I can't be fucked to control the dog. Yep, the dog now controls himself. What a good dog. What a good dog.
Ugly deadly beast.
Ah, what a good
Not a trained assassin can't
dog.
handle them.
Yes, good dog. Good dog.
Good dog. For that anti-shortcut.
Ralph Innocent is so fucking incredible. His name's Torgal. Idiot. His name isn't Ralph Innocent. The dog's called Torgal. You Dumbo. You big Dumbo. You big Dumbo Bumbo. No, his voice is mad. It's so good.
Maybe that's friendly like
Worgen. The sort of baritone grumble.
You know what to do.
It's truly the most beautiful.
There, boy. It's over. Get him, boy. Sick of Torgal. Get him, boy. lose.
Big toggle in the mouth.
We still have a way to go.
Big forest. I would like to make out with that voice. Everything in this game is make outable, really, isn't it? Almost everything. What the fuck is that? Lele waking up in the morning.
What in good Grieger's name is he doing this far south?
Looking for food. No more wolves where he's from. The north was one of the first parts of Storm to fall to the Blight.
Poor sod. I'd invite him over for a cup of tea if I didn't think he'd eat the dog.
The sexiest man alive.
Let's try and stay out of its path.
Oh my god, it came
Remember
alive.
when I said there'd be deadly beasts?
The Vampire
Well,
Thorn.
the shrubs in
That's a
these
nice
parts
name
aren't
for
much
something,
better.
isn't it?
And you only think to mention this now.
Good lord! Gift subs, they cried. Gift subs for Venelis, they screamed in the chat. Thank you so much for those gift subs,
You know what to
Anonymous.
do, boy. That's enough.
Well, that's the undergrowth sorted. I'll take it from here.
I appreciate the money. Cold hard cash in pocket. Monster Hunter, yeah.
After you.
Thank you kindly.
Definitely didn't need to do that, did he? Could have just gone through and let them all go through after him.
The ruins. They're everywhere, aren't they?
And now finally some colour. Look at that.
Some say there was a time they blocked out the stars.
Windows desktop background.
Down was the only way left for them to go. There's probably a lesson to be learned from that. But it can wait. Come on.
Has to do a final sexy look back. Can't share the screen with someone else.
Mind your head.
Chen, thank you, my friend. Gifted a sub to Jankology as well. Well deserved. Jankology is a beloved member of the community. Unlike some of you. Coming around. Uh-oh. What the fuck is that? Dragon.
I can see that. Doesn't have to be a friend of yours, does it?
There, boy. Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
The unbeloved.
Keep your distance, boy. Sick of Toggle. There, boy. Get him, boy. There, boy. Sick of Toggle. Don't let them get away. Farewell.
Enemy slain. David Vispero has summoned a Reaper into the game. Thank you for the bits, David. How are you doing, my good friend? You on your meds, bruv?
Must be a nest nearby. Keep your eyes open.
A bloody nest, eh? A bloody nest, you say? Fucking
Well,
hell, man.
it appears we won't be going this way.
Why?
I'll admit I hadn't counted on that.
Torgal will lead the way.
What is it, boy?
David summons a Reaper. Why trust in your own animal instinct when you now have an actual animal at your side? If you're lost, hold down L3 and let Torgal point you in the right direction. Over here.
At least one of us knows these woods. Thank you, Torgal.
He knows the way.
Well, they look not too happy. And for once, it's not my fault.
Over here. There, boy!
This is stupid. I like wolves.
I don't think they care, Sid.
Keeper of the Ark. She keeps the Ark. She puts the Keeper in the Ark. So much for the gift sub, my very good friend, Keeper. Beloved part of the Table Story family.
Doesn't mean I have to like it.
No. No, it doesn't.
Didn't know about that feature in my playthrough. Which feature? You can summon Reapers. Bits. You're not sending me where to go, Torval? Which way did we come from? We come from this way? Yeah. Right. Probably over here somewhere. Chicklet! Thank you for the gift sub to David. There you go. Aha. Sweet Chicklet. Ah, potion seller. Pretty good. 2 bloody hides. Oh, there's a boss battle room. If I've ever seen one. It's gonna be that lizard, isn't it?
Big lizard. Attack.
Hello. Acorn lizard.
That sword sharp.
You'd better hope so.
This shouldn't take too long.
So much for your shortcut.
What? Still short, just not quite as quick. But it'll be a damn sight quicker if you help me.
My thoughts exactly. Get him, boy!
Oh, I jumped into it.
Sick him, Torgal! There, boy! Get him! You know what to do, boy. Not this time. Sick him, Torgal! Not this time.
Oh, fucking smashing it on the precision dodges.
Get him!
Oh, he's done it again. He just can't stop being the absolute greatest.
Get him! You know what to do, boy.
its
Someone's
inside
got the
got.
hook.
Doesn't do anything. Oh
Where
my
he
god.
stops, no one knows.
Fire these at it. Not hitting. Oh, there's another. Fuck!
We'll do that again.
Not if we kill him first.
Throwing it all away. It's throwing me off my game. Throwing me off my game.
Get him, boy! Get the boy, boy! Sick him, Torval! Get him! There, boy! Keep your distance, boy. Too slow. There, boy! Not this time.
Absolutely wrecking again. Back in the game.
Sick him, Torval! There, boy!
Smashed him. Absolutely. What was the feature that Dave discovered?
Oh, come on. Stand back.
You're dominant.
I am. Aye. Well, not by choice, mind. Whole bloody realm of strapping young lads. And it was this sorry sack of bones Ramu saw fit to home.
Sid, you say you want to help dominants and bearers. Well, what's in it for
Yes,
you?
he is. Laughing.
What's in it for me?
Chuckles
the same as
nervously
for all
in
of
gay.
us. What we want and deserve. Save for our knack, dominants and bearers are no different from anyone else. The ability to use magic or summon great beasts should command respect, but instead has left us outcasts. Our kind are used and discarded like tools, yet we are men, so why must we die as less?
I see. So what you're saying is you want to start a war.
You flatter me, lad. But my days as a firebrand are long behind me. No, I only wish to offer our kind a choice. A place where we can die on our own terms. Eh?
Anything else in here? Magneto, yeah, he is, isn't he? Holy shit! You see the X-Men '97 trailer? It's kind of weird looking, but I'm into it. Feels like they're gonna do the. Well, I mean, it looks a lot like they're gonna do the Magneto.
What exactly do you plan on doing
takes
when you
over
find
the
this dominant
skull
fire?
thing.
What do you think? I'll show him the mercy he showed my brother.
But I wonder where they're
And
gonna
cut
take
out the
it
tongue
after
of
that.
any man who tries to talk me out of it.
It seems like there's quite a few stories
Alright.
actually.
Forest dark enough as it is.
That's a good line as
well. Get him! Sick him, Torgal! Get him! It's over. You know what to do, boy.
Don't know how else to deal with them. Just fly up in the air and attack them.
Get him, boy! Give them all you've got, boy! Sick him, Torgal! Get him, boy!
When does X-Men come out? And when is Deadpool coming out? Look, I might have to go in cinema to Deadpool. What choice have they given me?
See that river? Follow her upstream and we'll be in Lost Spring in no time.
Time. Right. Don't let them get away. Stay down. You know what to do, boy. Get him, boy. It's over.
He's using all of his lightning attacks now, isn't he? He's gone full Virgil now that he's outed himself. I am the storm that is approaching. I've got a deep voice, but I'm not emo like you.
Snakes. Over here. Keep your distance, boy. Stay down.
Yeah, the music is a nice transition. Nothing will ever beat Final Fantasy VII Remake for the way they transition into their like some of the area themes become more intense versions.
Get him.
It's my favorite thing. I've attempted to do it a few times on Table Story, but it is very hard to do live. I actually attempted it with Cura, but I don't think I can do it cleanly. You haven't heard it yet, but it will happen. Chilling with a dragon.
There, boy. Get him, boy. Not this time. Sick of Torgal. You know what to do, boy. Sick of Torgal. Get him, boy. Too slow. Get him. Don't let them get away.
Shield in the flag.
I wonder if you can expand the inventory or whether it's just a case of it uses all the potions. Really loud bikes and cars around at the moment.
Quiet.
The enemy.
The Royal Scout.
What are they doing here?
Someone's far from home.
Let's follow him.
But what are they doing here? Oh, well. Look who it is.
And?
Fucking
They're just down that
forehead.
way.
What I'm
All of
gonna
them.
like when I finally
Grieger's
cut
my
my fringe
witness.
Excellent. We move.
I don't understand. Have I not proven loyal?
Literally sounds like he's from my hometown. I've renamed it a Karen.
It is true my liege
Well, there is a
values
Karen in the
loyalty
game,
above all
unfortunately.
else.
I have to find an
But were you not
alternative
quick
mean.
to betray your countrymen for the promise of coin?
Could have saved him, Clive, but...
That woman.
Murgles.
Benedicta Harmon, commander of Waloed's
Emphasis
elite
on the
intelligence.
dick.
If we can capture her...
You!
Oh!
Weapons on the ground, Imperials!
Let's get this over with then.
Fight.
Well, at least they're not giant lizards.
A midnight raven.
Lady of the Wind!
Jesus.
Over here.
Oh, it's fucking me up. Okay. Let's take out the little...
Stay down!
Not you, not fuck me. You're the only one left, okay.
Sick of Torgal! Get him, boy! Sick of Torgal! Get him! You know what to do, boy.
Trying to counter me.
There, boy! Faith is sin! Get him! Keep your distance, boy. You know what to do, boy. There, boy! You know what to do, boy.
Again.
Over here.
Repeatedly tap square. And then it tells you on the bottom of the screen anyway. Video games.
Behind you!
Oh. Some fucking sturdy gloves you got, bro. Jesus.
Sick of Torgal! Get him, boy! Over here. Over here. There, boy! Outmatched. Give them all you've got, boy. Over here. Sick of Torgal. Over here.
My sword? No.
Not this time.
Ah, predicted you, motherfucker. Beautiful. Not today. My friend. He's a time.
Nice.
Nice. Say good night to him as well. Good night. Beautiful, beautiful, delicious, delicious. Very nice.
They thought we were Imperials.
Well, you do look the part. Though you fight like a true shield of Rosaria. And one blessed by the Phoenix at that. Speaking of which, I wonder, does the other icon of fire give blessings, do you think?
You don't believe me?
And lo, the Creator did make of the elements 8 icons to serve as keepers of the one law. Not that I've ever
His
set
voice
too
is
much
so
store by
low
holy
sometimes.
doctrine,
It's almost hard to let
but
it
on
register.
that point, it's clear.
Crazy.
Fire has always had just the one warden, as of all the rest. A new one can't be born until the previous dies, and even that can take years. The thing is, you don't strike me as a liar. Which leaves but one person who might be able to shed some light on the matter. And they're in Lost Swing. As are our Waluda friends, I would imagine. We should hurry before it gets dark.
But what if someone discovers the bodies?
Well, and they'll be sorely disappointed.
Sid gets some really good dialogue as well, doesn't he? Stage replay in arcade mode. Get out of here. Get it off my fucking screen right fucking now. Or I swear to God, I will throw this fucking PlayStation into the nearest body of water. Orabelle Downs. The idyllic plains that stretch across the southern reaches of the Holy Empire are sparsely populated by I know that guy. I always recognize his voice. Hi, I'm Sean Vertigo. You may know me from my incredible roles as Wade Glass and that other guy who's a doctor that I can't remember his name. The medic. The old man medic. I also play Ryan
So
Gosling
much for
in Drive
arriving before
2011.
sunset.
Oh, I didn't
What's your
realize we were
medic's
this
name
close.
again?
Any idea what that is they built the village around?
The Fallen Ruin. I've heard some call it an airship.
Troy
Those
McClure.
flying days seem to be behind it.
Yes, you are.
It's a shame, that.
You truly think
Fan
that
of our-
Dominant's waiting for us in that village?
I think I only
Our
met you
scout
the
has
one
never
day
given
when
me
you
any
came
reason
in.
to doubt him. Which
Get
is
your
why I think
citizen
we should
registry
hurry.
done.
Come on.
I didn't realise you had to be in the law office to do that. I swear I did it on the porch once. Obelisks. Attuning with an obelisk allows Clive to travel quickly to the location via both the world map and the local map. Clive only need approach. Can't speak today. Cannot speak. Louder than words.
This isn't the first time I've seen one of these. Perhaps I can use them as waymarks.
Airship, you say? Tell me more, as this is my first finale fantasy game. Fantastic game. It is a big deal to the Empire that Cid now has 2 Jinchuriki and a Clyde. Is it a big deal to the Empire that Cid now has 2 Jinchuriki and a Clyde? Clive? I assume so, but I don't know if they really know where Cid is or what he's up to. Cid is clearly just Robin Hood, isn't he? So I don't know, man. I guess you could say it was louder than words. Smile, an everlasting smile. A smile can bring you near to me. I don't know the rest of the words, and this song is called Words, you see. This world has lost its glory. Let's start a brand new story now. Oh, my love.
Get him!
Don't think that I don't even think a single word I say.
Get him, boy!
It's only words, and words are all I have to take your heart away. My throat really hurts. In case you couldn't tell. Da 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 na 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 na. I think that literally happened.
Figures up ahead.
But are they friends or foes?
Let us find out. They have a health bar and it's red.
You! Not another step!
Ran straight into it, that guy. Bow down and out, now, now, now. Bow down and bam, bam.
Get him! Get him, boy! It's over.
Royal Osprey, what's that mean?
More Waluders.
What is this word?
Why?
It means something
What is
Nordic,
it they
no?
want?
You're welcome to ask the next ones we meet. Let me know how it goes.
Drink the water. It's not really helping. Far beyond water. I think I've just been talking too much for the last 2 months because I've been on Wild a lot. I spend all day talking because I work this job. And then I spend all night talking because I'm on a roleplay server when my spare time, a lot of my time I spend on that roleplay server, so my voice just doesn't ever get much of a rest. So just give me a perpetual sore throat. And I'm old and frail now. I cannot recover like I once was able to.
No sign of the Royalists.
Very good.
Or anyone else for that matter.
I bloody hate a bloody royalist.
It's too bloody quiet. Even for this hour.
What do we do now?
First we look for my scout. You start here, I'll circle round the back.
How do I let you know if I find him?
Good question. Shout?
Subtle.
Yeah, Sid is the straight man, isn't he? Just fucking like, what do you mean? Just tell me. Sid is Alexander. Alexander does that all the time. Alexander points out all the glitches in Wild Up. It's so hilarious. He's like, did that guy just float up into the air?
Fetch.
Yes. Destination nearby.
The village can't be completely abandoned, can it?
Who are you talking to? The dog?
That sounds like a child.
Where's that coming from? Oh. Here? There you are. Child.
It's all right. I'm not one of them. My friend and I, we're with the Imperial Army. And we've come to help. Do you know where your parents are?
In the church.
Then I'm going to find them and make sure they're safe. Can you stay hidden here until then? To the church, then.
Such a whispery boy, isn't he? I'm going to find them. Can you stay hidden here? I'm going to find them. Can you stay hidden here? Wait. Those are Imperial. Where are all the Royalists? It's quite hard to do Ben Starr's voice, to be honest. But he is very hushed and whispery, isn't he? There's a guy. Oh, it's Sid. Smoldering, sexy voice. For a smoldering, sexy man. Smoldering, that's why he is the way he is, isn't he? Because, of course, the one fucking word they gave the guy, they were like, right. Team designing Clive, smoldering. Ben Starr, make his voice sound smoldery. Why? Because he has, like, fire powers. Shut up. What's happening? Is he giving birth?
This man's gonna die if we don't get into a healer.
Why I man? Fucking why I? Newcastle blood.
About time.
Stand back.
Uh-oh. No.
Who the hell are you?
Clive!
Damn. Oh, he shouted. That's good.
Thought you weren't coming.
You still alive, Gav?
Barely.
Of course you're
Been
called
doing
Gav.
what I can for the villagers.
Why wouldn't you be called Gavin?
I thought you were
The
joking.
most British game of all time,
It's
isn't it?
all right. He's with me. Is this everyone?
No, there were others. A pair of royalists came for the bearers just before you arrived.
Was a dominant among them?
Maybe. It's not like he was holding a sign.
Uh-oh.
We'll give you one guess where he's going. Clive, after him.
Attack dog. Chase, attack dog. Chase. Oh, we get running. Here we go. Well, you can run faster than this. I feel like I've definitely seen you run faster than this. He got away, didn't he? There's a sprint button that I'm missing.
Any word from the scouts?
Not yet, my lady, but we have the Dominant's companion. It's only a matter of time before we seize our
You
quarry.
can teleport, dude.
Very good. And what of the others?
The bearers have been taken to Caer Novent.
Very Witcher.
Some may still be worth keeping should the Dominant elude us.
All is in hand, my lady. They will not be spoiled.
Silence.
I give you my word. Gentlemen, a toast! Will you join me? My thanks. To Our Lady of the Wind. And the King!
Anakin. That tastes like piss!
The Imperials drink this piss?
Hey, now.
Well, it would go some way to explain their breath.
What is that? Newcastle Brown Ale?
Lady Benedicta!
I quite like Newcastle Brown Ale, to be honest. We've got some for Ratch.
And instead of killing them, you lead the rats straight to us.
Mercy.
Jesus Christ, she's such a fucking arsehole.
Look what we have here, boys. An Imperial bearer. Good. I was getting bored.
Impossible.
Boo.
Can't be. Sid's not here. I wonder if I can fucking mod this game to just have the Devil May Cry 5 soundtrack on it instead. To be honestly, just as good. Feet. Sharada, what was it called? The Cleric's Medallion.
You've got some fight in you, even for a branded.
Clive!
Hello. Bit late.
Look who's here to save the day. Is this how you recruit all of your charges?
Don't recall you complaining, Benedicta.
So,
Very bloated
Sidolphus,
pause.
remind me, why was it that you betrayed your kingdom? I asked you a question, Lord Commander.
Why? Because I'd had enough of you and your king's antics.
And yet here you are, stealing my branded. What are you plotting?
As if I'd tell you.
Lady Benedicta, we have secured the dominant.
Always something, isn't there?
Razinga! Hurt my throat so badly.
And she's gone.
Turns into a log.
Did she say where she was going?
No.
Then we head back to Lost Wing. One of the villagers may have heard something.
But we can't just...
Which is why I sent Gav. The man has a nose for these things.
He's a scout. You dickhead. You're a fighter, not a scout.
Lost Wing is a nice name for a town as well. Got +7 in survival. +10 in stealth.
So, it wasn't about bearers at all. They were looking for a dominant.
Yeah, that's right. I thought we were hiding the bastard. Like any of us would keep a monster like that under our roof. Oh, no offence.
When no one talked, they started rounding up everyone with a brand. And then everyone without one and all.
And locked you in the cellar,
Sounds like
hoping sooner or later someone would break. You know, things might have been different if you'd accepted my invitation.
Oh, don't remind us. We were all saying the same thing.
Well, this is our home, innit? Don't mean we won't help when we can, though.
And that
Lost Wing is my hometown. Turns out.
Oh, come hear the tale of Lord Dion the Bold, whose tamed ones 1,000 and slain the tenfold. 100 full legions the young dragoon led, and watched as 1,000,000 foes turned tail and fled. His lance levels mountains, it sanders the deep. The skies over storm brace for
Listen, Clive. Revenge won't bring him back. It won't.
13 years ago, I watched a dominant kill my brother right in front of me. And I did nothing. But now I can. I can kill the son of a bitch and bring peace to my brother's soul.
Different bar.
After that, whatever happens, happens.
Fate. You're content to be its slave, then?
He really needs a hug. Disgusting noises. I hate that noise so much. People drinking. One of the most disgusting noises.
His radiance would have us believe the Imperial host invincible. Yet here we find the Empire's cornerstone teetering on the backs of a handful of cowards and cutthroats. Well, Bahamut may lead 100 full legions. Could it be that the young prince defends a house of cards ready to topple at the slightest breeze? Tell me something. Why do you not resist? Within you lies the power to slay gods. The phoenix perished in your flames. Yet you do not fight. You do not flee. You refuse your gift. Perhaps you're distracted. My offer still stands. Join us and you will be treated with the respect one of our kind deserves.
Lord Margrace, don't!
I'll give you a moment to consider your options. Do be gentle with them.
Cool sword, yeah.
Clive.
Clive.
Wake up. Gav's back.
Caernarvon.
One of the Empire's outlying strongholds, though apparently not strong enough to keep out the Royalists. The captured bearers are inside. I'm sure of it.
If Benedicta's orders are to stay in the shadows, she won't be travelling with many men. Meaning, she'll be keeping her prisoners together and close by.
Including the Dominant.
So, we find a way into the fortress and conjure a bit of chaos.
Thank you, Gabe.
What about me?
Excellent question, Gav. You will wait outside the care and guide those I free to safety.
And miss all the fun. Why can't he do that?
Clive doesn't have your nose. He'd stumble off a cliff before he even found the men. Come on, Gav. You're the best man for the job.
Well, when you put it that way.
Suppose I'd better scout ahead for any surprises.
I'll scout ahead.
Don't you let him down.
My best impression of Timo, I'm sorry.
I won't. All right. Shall we?
Not so fast. We wait until tomorrow.
But he's right there.
And if we leave now, we'll arrive just as the sun comes up. Maybe join the guards in breaking their fast. Come on, Clive. They only just took the place. They'll be there a while yet. We've got one chance at this. You don't want to waste it, do you?
No.
You filthy wastrel.
Okay, alright. We got some side quests. In the dead of night. New weapons will become available at the hideaway.
Now that's settled. There's someone I want you to meet.
Okay.
At this hour.
He's the owner of the tavern, and our best hope of
Thanks,
getting
Gabe.
a decent night's kip.
Chocobo stew. These bastards eat chocobo. I guess it would just be like a big chicken, wouldn't it?
Any friend of the innkeeper is a friend of mine.
I'll take that longsword.
Yes.
Thank you. I'll take the traveller's bands.
I hope it's to your liking.
You also sell this stuff. Oh, you sell an orchestration for 40 grand? How good is this song? Idols of the Empire.
You're always welcome here in Lostwing.
Quentin, my good man. It seems we'll be spending the night.
I thought as much. Where do you find that one?
Oh, him? You wouldn't believe me if I told you. Quentin here is an old friend, one who is sympathetic to our cause.
Sympathetic. And he knows about your little sanctuary. I would never have guessed so many people were bent on setting us free. When last I checked, the mere thought would earn you a trip to the gallows.
I am well aware of the risks, as I am of the rewards.
And what could be more rewarding than your very own dominant of fire?
A dominant? Here? Now that I would like to see.
Meaning you haven't?
No, but nothing passes unnoticed in Lostwing. Take your brand, for example. People will see that at once. And I need hardly tell you how they will greet the inquiries of a bearer. You are afraid your words will fall on deaf ears, as they have ever since the moment you were marked. Happily, I can provide a solution to your dilemma. As a favor to Sid, that is. Take this. You will find it has the uncanny power to loosen tongues.
A hanged man seal.
May the mothers guide you.
Okay.
This might be Imperial land, but here in Lostwing, it's his word that's law.
But how?
You don't need to worry about that just yet. Trust me. Everyone in Lostwing knows what that seal means, and what it means if they don't take note.
Okay.
Now we can sit here counting our blessings, or put them to good use and find that dominance. Your choice.
Let's see if this thing really works.
Got a badge of might, attack increased by 7, increased potency of potions. I'll take the attack increase. Oh my god, I've got XP as well, haven't I? The hanged man. Abilities. Alright, what have we got? Phoenix Shift. What does upgrading it do, though? What does mastering this do? Use the Blessing of the Phoenix to close the gap between the target. Both melee attacks and magic shots can be dealt while shifting. What does upgrading it do? Mastery increases shift distance. Then we have Scarlet Cyclone. Rising Flames. Upgrading increases hits. Strike forward, launch enemies up in the air. I'm going to upgrade this because I use it a lot. Heat Wave. Summon a projectile dispelling wall of liquid flame before launching several deadly shockwaves. Wave force is amplified upon display magic. I kind of want that so I can get at stuff that's far away. Then there's this. Summon a massive pillar of fire that burns all enemies caught within the flames. Also partially restoring Clive's HP. That's 1600 XP. Let's save up for that, I guess. Upgraded the big hitter a little bit. Right, gather information from the villagers. Not
Oi,
these ones.
What a mess.
About some light ivory.
What would the King Waloed want with our tiny village anyway?
Hey, bruv.
Ah. Master Quinton took a liking to you, I see.
FBI,
There I
open up.
was, thinking you were in bed with Sid. Wonder what Gav will have to say about this. Speaking of whom, if you see him, tell him thanks for looking after us. Now, what can I help you with?
I'm searching for a dominant of fire. Gav seems to think he might have taken refuge here.
We see a lot bearers around these parts. But I do seem to recall one who commanded the flame. Now, whether or not that makes him a dominant, I can't say. But the Walooders certainly took a keen interest in the poor sod.
Did you get a look at him?
Didn't have a chance. One of the other bearers might have done.
Thank you.
that's all you can remember. Think hard.
I already told you. He was gone before any of us could get a good look under that hood of his.
Whack Stephen doing the voiceover for that guy. Jesus Christ. What's happening to this place? Cars driving past. You there, woman.
That a hanged man I see?
Hanged man.
Master Quentin must think you're important. It was a good thing you done today, getting rid of those bastards. If you hadn't come when you did, I'd be on my way to Ash by now, along with the others. Poor buggers.
These others, was there a dominant among them? A dominant of fire?
Might have been, yeah. Royalists seem to think there was, anyhow. A thin bloke all swallowed up in his robes like one of Great Grieger's churchmen.
Do you recall anything else about him?
Could he transform into a giant fire dog?
Only that he weren't alone. Was a young maid who went wherever he did, including the church, and wherever the Royalists dragged them both off to before you got here.
I see. Thank you.
Was his name Charnus the Red Dread?
Anything.
Which I think was the name that everyone in Discord couldn't remember. Cura. Is that right? Who was that? Who was that in my Discord? Lulu Gifts. I don't know how to pronounce it. And Charnus the Red Dread.
Tell me that scowl means you've got good news.
Low.
So, a shady lad with a hood, and his equally shady lass. Not much to go on, but... I've been thinking, if our friend is a dominant, why not just burn the Royalists to a crisp? There's a reason he's holding back, and I reckon it has something to do with his partner.
What makes you say that?
One of the villagers I talked to said the two were separated. If the Waluders have her, our dominants like to think twice before starting any fires. Whoever he is, he's shown himself to have a level head. He's careful, cunning, and he doesn't want to be found.
Imagine talking
This could spell trouble. For us and the Royalists both. Still, it'll be a whole lot worse if we set off after them with bleary eyes and empty bellies. There should be a pair of pallets waiting for us back at the inn.
Pallets!
Shall we?
Make a stunning return. Where's that guy? Disprove every single fucking thing I say with an absolute insane take. Is this the child that we saved?
You're the kind man who saved Mummy.
That's right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. My favourite thing is when I save someone in Wild RP on Levi by doing vigilante work. And they go, "You're a hero, mister." And Levi's like, "Well, your words, not mine. I'm not saying I'm a hero. You've said that. I'm not saying that myself. It's a thing that you're saying that. I'm not." This is what he wants to be. He thinks he's Nightwing.
Now, about those beds.
Beds? I seem to recall your request being to spend the night. And for that, the floor will more than suffice.
Better than a wet rock, I suppose. My thanks, Quentin. Next time you're at the hideaway, our floor's all yours.
No need for thanks, Sid. This isn't an act of charity.
Gonna make us pay.
You don't say.
In exchange for my floor, I shall be requiring your services.
Wow, great. RPG.
The Royalists saw fit to erect a barricade across the road south when they occupied the village, and failed to remove it when they left. I expect it to be gone before you leave.
As you wish.
You bastard. You've put us to work. And for what? A cold hard floor?
Well, that took longer than expected.
Oh, we don't actually have to do it, thank God.
First time dismantling the barricade? It gets easier, don't worry.
I wonder if it was a quest and they just took it out.
If we leave now, we'll arrive at the care when the shadows
are
are at their deepest. Unless you'd rather wait.
No more waiting.
No more waiting. But first, a quick side quest,
I know
perhaps.
another shortcut. You should be so lucky.
I should be so lucky, 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 lucky. Used to love Kylie Minogue when I was 8 years old. Remembers Kylie Minogue. I suppose she had some like banger hits a bit later on, didn't she, in the early 2000s and shit. Was around for a while. What's she doing now? She's probably still releasing music, huh?
Come back to me, my darling. I can't bear another day without you.
The road here cuts through Lorbert's Pass to Care Northern. You're not thinking of heading that way, are you?
See ya. That's exactly where I'm
If the Royalists were looking to take the Care, they'd have posted sentries to prevent any unwelcome surprises. At least I would have.
I hold within me.
You should know.
A small fragment of my dead brother. He who carried the flames of the phoenix within him granted me an echo within myself. And with this power, I summon.
Wrong way, friend.
Yeah? How about?
Give them all you've got.
How about now?
Oh, that's enough.
Completely missed.
Stay down. Get him, boy. You know what to do.
It's dog versus dog in this dog-eat-dog world. And you got 2 bloody hides for your work. I can't unsee him as Charles Vane in Black Flag whenever Sid talks. That's because you like shit games and you should fucking grow up and start playing some better games. Oh, I can't believe what a letdown Black Flag was. One of the worst games I've ever played in my life. The fact that people put that up there on the same level as
What are the
Red
Royalists
Dead,
thinking?
Last of
Why
Us,
take a stronghold they've no chance
Disco
of holding?
Elysium.
When they've no intention of holding
Shocking.
it. The king is up to something.
The guy that played Charles Vane in the TV show.
Well, you don't think they're acting on a whim, do you? This is one of His Majesty's cunning stunts.
What was that called?
And he sent his best to execute it.
He's absolutely gigantic. He looks like a Neanderthal. He's beautiful. Kylie Minogue just won a Grammy. Oh, okay. She's still banging shit out. For writing, or she's still performing? It's a bloody royal Osfreya. No one told me that. Oh, it's bloody Gandalf Freya.
Get him. Get him, boy. It's over. You know what to do, boy. Get him, boy. There, boy.
I'll tell your lady. You try.
Are we in a big open map? No. Just a big area. What do we have here then? Meteorite. The fact that the best thing in that game is a meme that I made is incredibly disappointing for people who like Assassin's Creed Black Flag.
Normans.
Shocking.
Hard nut to crack even when it isn't crawling with royalists.
Absolute
I
dog
don't
shit
care who
game.
else is in there.
Ooh, that looks cool, doesn't it? Nothing like a castle like that, is there? To get the old tits tingling.
Get him, boy.
They did it really well in Game of Thrones as well, didn't they?
Keep your distance, boy. Stay down. Get him.
Destination nearby. Operation Get Behind the Rocks.
Much as I enjoy battering down the front door, I hazard this endeavour will require a bit more tact.
There's an old sluice that empties under the bridge.
A great word.
It should see us through to the lower levels of the care. Sid. We both know why I'm here. But what is it that you want? Why would you risk your life for a handful of outcasts?
Yes, Sid.
If anyone ever learned what you've been doing with their property...
They'd have my head in a box. But this isn't just about dominance and bearers, it's about all of us. What I want is to build a place where it doesn't matter what you are, but who you are. But our world isn't ready for a place like that.
I feel like that might be the whole point of the game.
So, until it is, I use the power I've been given to show people there is hope.
I mean, looking straight at him. You'll never see them. That's for sure.
So, tell me about this Benedicta.
The best and worst decision I ever made. Don't underestimate her, Clive. A fight with her icon is not one you're likely to walk away from.
Garuda, Warden of the Wind.
Hey.
Hmm?
Old castle. It's a fucking cool looking one, isn't it? I don't wish real castles looked anything like that. Some of them kind of do, but not really. Most of them are just fucking weird, shitty squares, aren't they? Flavor. Caer Northern. Once used as a stronghold, the Holy Empire has since garrisoned this strategic position along the neutral crystal belt and now employs it in the training of Imperial Army recruits. I wish there were lines to just show me which parts of the world belong to whom. The Berserk. The battlement that he sits on. No? Okay.
The land has fallen.
Oh, she's sleeping with him now.
Eastern territories all but belong to the orcs.
I'll have my men ready to depart by noon.
Don't bother.
So, looks like the guy from
But what of the mines? Without adamantite...
The blight would have engulfed the mines ere long. Besides, you already have your orders.
Yes, my liege.
The dark swallows more of the realm with each passing day. The land starved of the ether that gives it life. And as the fringes fade, the people flock to the mother crystals, desperate for their blessing. The war we wage for possession of that blessing, it breaks us from within, hastening us to our own destruction.
And so you do what must be done.
I unite the dominants, that we may bring an end to the strife, and found a new order to see us unto tomorrow. The world must be restored, and I will see it so.
You might have already had Sidolphus not betrayed us.
Him again. Lust you still for his embrace?
But... of course not, my liege. I serve you, and you alone.
And also the fucking meathead from the other place.
I remember well the day you first entered these halls. Your pale hand pressed into his, as if it would never let go.
That was
His
a long
accent is,
time
I
ago.
don't know. It's kind of
Yours
got a hint of Spanish
is
or
the
something.
only hand I need. Now and always.
Lying.
Soon, my dear.
Sexy gorgeous.
Soon all will know whose hand it is that keeps them from falling into the darkness.
Hold me, my liege. Never let me go.
Using him, isn't she? But she's secretly in love with the other one. And maybe still a little bit Sid.
One of our sentries has failed to report, milady. Your orders?
Pull the men back inside the care, Geralf.
He is here, then.
Have them lead Sid
Back
and his
into
little
work
pet
mode.
to the chapel. I shall entertain them there. So you've come for me after all.
Mm-hmm.
All clear.
Yeah, the chains on the map is an interesting choice. I mean, what the chains represent. I don't know if it's the chains that on the map that show the different. What's it? Can I see the world map from in here? Headwind. Oh, he can do the little fucking drift globe.
You'll have to teach me sometime.
Oh yeah. Oh, maybe that is what the chains are, which means you already knew that. You're an asshole. You know, people that try and pretend that they don't already know the answer. And you're like, I wish there was a way for me to like see the different things. I tell you what, I wonder so. Oh, I wonder if what the. Oh look! Wait a second. What is that? Wait a minute. Wait a second. What is that on the map? Now hold on just 1 minute. What do you think? Where did those chains come from? I haven't seen those before. Has been reading nothing but like is the world's leading expert on the video game. Knows everything about it. Wait a moment. Wait a second. Just avoiding backseat gaming. So scared to backseat game. Wait 1 minute. Could it be? Wait a second. Where did those chains come from? I wonder what they might mean in the video game. You guys suck. You know that, right? You guys suck so bad. At what, Brad? No, in every way. In every single way. The wait a minute voice. Wait a second. Trying to lie so bad at it.
They may be holding the
Unbelievable.
Ourselves on this side of the bar.
Lying! Doubling down right now in the chat room. Don't double down. Just shut the fuck up and accept your fate.
And you're gonna give up?
Nice bit of music playing.
Sid.
Nice
This
bit of
gate.
Big drum, big percussion.
Need some help.
Fucking. For whom the bell tolls, that's we face the demise of our world.
What do you think?
That I'm doing most of the lifting. At your leisure, Clive.
Big strong boys.
Did you hear that?
Unfortunately, yes.
What is going on in here? On Earth is going on in here? I'm Patrick Stewart. What on earth is going on here?
Good news, lad.
Your search is over. Get him, boy!
Is he not dead?
So, where to
Sometimes
next?
they're on like 1 HP, but it really looks like they're done. You're done.
This door only leads to more royalists. We'd better find another one.
Take your pick.
Hemorrhaging viewers. What's going on? PB went live, didn't she, with Wild RP? Oh, you know what? Saturdays are the worst day I've ever streamed. It's hilarious, because really Saturdays are the day I have the most time to stream. But they're the worst day to stream every time, so fuck it. Fuck it. I'm out. Turn it off. We'll just play it. We'll just play it tomorrow. No, we're going to play it tomorrow. Okay? Did I save the game? Find out tomorrow. No idea. Find out tomorrow if we're going to have a full repeat of today, which will probably be a great thing for all the people who just didn't bother showing up. Fuck this. Remember when they lied to me the other day? Remember when they lied? Remember when everyone fucking lied to my face? What did I tell you though? I told you never start a game on a Friday. Never start a game on a Friday. There's only one rule in this world. Alright, well, we'll see if it improves tomorrow, and if not, I guess we'll just play Spider-Man. Thanks for watching, those of you that did show up, preaching to the choir. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out and for the support. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm actually incredibly exhausted, so it's probably a very good idea for me to just like go and sit in the front room and eat food for the rest of the evening. Alright, we're gonna go and see Pony. We suck, man. We know, man. All of the people that are in here are the ones that I love the most. Because you're here. Me. You guys suck. Alright, yeah, we'll carry on playing this tomorrow, man. I love this game. I'm really enjoying playing it, so fuck it. Don't care. See you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your Saturday. And peace. Bye.